Well, what I'm gonna need you to do is put your pants back on, and I'm also gonna need to do this. The following show is rated NSFW, not safe for water buffalo. You've been warned. Hey everybody, and welcome to a very special Big Brother Over the Top show with Krys's man, Evil Engine. You're gonna love it. The band. It's Mike. I know it's not Evil Engine, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, we're gonna get there, and oh my god, just wait, it's gonna be so much fun. But you guys can see all of our shows back at yourrealityrecaps.com/BBOTT for all of our shows with past house guests. You can see flashback times at /BBOTT. Flashbacks, 24/7 live feed updates are over at BBOTT live feeds on Twitter. Lastly, if you want to help support our shows, yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. You get weekly patron-only shows, prize giveaways for patrons, access to the patron-only Facebook group, or you can do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal, or subscribe right here in You Now. But get ready to share our show. Get ready to have fun, because here is Mike. Oh. How are you doing, Mike?
I'm not doing anybody right now. My girlfriend's on the show.
I know, we probably shouldn't. Can we tell everybody what you were saying before we started the show? Because I'm gonna tell you something. My brand is no pants. So, what were you oh, okay, well there you go. You took your pants off. Great. Our brand is no pants here, so you're fitting in perfectly. Yeah. You are fitting in perfectly.
Why would anybody wear pants in their own house? I don't understand this.
This is what I tell people all the time. All the time, I always say, I don't know why anybody would wear pants in their own house. Okay, so...
And I wear pants to work is because I got 3 orders against me already, so...
Oh my goodness. Well, look, now, I would normally tell you to do it again for the people that might have missed it, but no, it's just a reason they have to go back and watch the edited version of the show.
Okay.
It's why we have to get them to come back.
Yeah, okay.
But I love that...
Put some pants on really quick. I got some pants over here.
Okay, you might as well put your pants back on. Sure, go ahead. You can put your pants back on. What you can still...
Look at this. Look at this.
What are we looking at? Yeah, that's you. It's good. Well, here's what's great. It's another reason that people are gonna have to tune in for the playback. I think You Now censored it, but you'll have to come back and watch it, everybody, later.
I'm sorry. You Now.
You Now's fine. So let me ask you this: what has it been like for you watching this season kind of play out with Kryssie on the show and the feeds?
Honestly, dude, I miss her every day. Like, it's like me and Kryssie, like, we have like this sadistic connection. Like, it's a desperate, inseparable connection. It's like I haven't been, it's like if you guys have been following the show, we haven't spent more than seven nights apart since we met each other.
And how long has that been?
2 years.
Oh.
So it's like this has been absolute hell, for me, for the band, everything else, because it put our lives on hold.
I'm sure it did. Where did you guys meet?
We actually met because I was poser shaming somebody online. I made one of my now friends hold a. She was a young kid at the time. She was about 17. I was working at a Halloween store, and she came in with a Misfits shirt on. So, me being me, I was like, "Hey, like, cool, like, what's your favorite album?" Like, I love Static Age. Like, and she's like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "What do you mean? Like, you're wearing their fucking shirt?" So, long story short, like, I went back to the counter, I got a piece of paper, and I made her hold a sign that said, "I've never heard the Misfits." And I took a picture with it, I put it up on my Facebook. I have 200,000 feminazi haters on Tumblr now because of it, and I think it's hilarious. Like, don't care. But make a long story short, it's like Kryssie thought I was unbelievably arrogant and hilarious at the same time, and that's why she started talking to me. So.
Now, were you were you with Kryssie during the viral video? I don't know. You were.
Yeah, it's like our band was only together for about maybe like a month at that point.
Oh.
And when the viral video hit, we're like, okay, we got to hit the studio. So, because it's like you got to strike when the iron's hot. So.
Oh, 100%. I'm sure, I know I saw Kryssie's video that I think you posted on YouTube where she kind of explains more about the viral video and stuff that happened. But did it have other benefits for you guys as a band?
It got us like a lot of hate, but where there's hate, there's publicity. And, it's like you take a look at like Chick-fil-A, it's like take a look at from like the anti-gay backlash, it's like they got like more like dumb fucking hillbillies like to come out and buy their stupid ass chicken sandwiches. Like the exact same thing happens when you have hate. Like wherever there's an anti, there's always like a pro.
Right.
And vice versa. So it's like it worked out like really well for us. It's like just like anything just that generates interest. It's like the worst thing that somebody could do is like not talk about us.
Right. Well, exactly. They say no press is bad press.
Yeah.
They say no press is bad press. Now, let me ask you this, because there is something that I could not get through talking about. I actually practiced before this show to try and be able to talk about it like a normal human being.
All right.
What's going on with the hair bracelet?
The hair bracelet?
Yeah.
Okay. I would show you one of the bracelets that
I'm good.
Yeah. No, I would show you one of Kryssie's hairbrushes actually. But I already made the bracelet. But this bitch never cleans out her fucking hairbrush, right? Like
right.
She'll clean it out. Like I'm always making fun of her for it because I got long hair too. I'll run it through my hair a couple times. I'll come out with like some blonde strands and stuff. I'm like, Kryssie, clean out your fucking brush. And like she's always like, she never does it. So like I take a rat tail comb, I like pull it out, and like I started like making like these like little long strands and shit, and I started making like bracelets out of them. I started like braiding them, and she thought it was hilarious. I do it like maybe like once every like couple weeks because she never cleans out her brush, and I decided that it's kind of like because it's become a thing of ours,
right? That
I thought it would really shake up feeds. It would shake up Twitter. People would be talking about it. And so
it worked.
I did the hair bracelet, and I have no regrets. Like, I find it hilarious. She thinks it's funny. Everybody in the house thinks it's funny.
Oh, I think it's hysterical. Yeah. I thought people were screwing with me when they were like, Chris's boyfriend. Now, it's boy. We're going with boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So people are like, Chris's boyfriend made a bracelet for her out of hair, and I'm like, what?
I did. I absolutely did. I made it out of her hair, and then I took a lock of my own and tied it around the middle.
I like it. It's cute. It is.
It's
I have
Marion, isn't it?
I watch them show up on eBay.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. No. Yeah. It's one of a kind. That's for sure.
It's going to become a thing now. Powerwolf in the chat room wants to know, what instrument do you play in the band?
I can show you.
Oh. Okay. Show away. Show away. You guys can keep asking questions in the chat room. Any questions that you have for Mike or about Kryssie or anything, you guys can start asking your questions in the chat room.
I play the Fender Aerodyne bass guitar.
Okay.
In Evil Engine, so that is what I do.
And Kryssie's singer.
Kryssie is a singer.
And Kryssie's she's in a few bands, right? Or is it just the one now? Because I've seen her say in some videos that she's in more than one, than in others, just one.
So here's the scoop. She was in a band called Dead Man's Wake.
Okay.
With our old shit fuck guitarist, who bailed on us. So they were a band for 10 years. They have now been defunct because her and Joe don't talk anymore. Joe Soul, if you're listening, you're a pile of cunts.
I don't think he's listening.
It doesn't matter. I just wanted to put that out in the universe because he's a piece of shit. And he lives in Florida, and the IRS will find you sooner or later. He owes her $7,000, so.
Oh.
Yeah, and then he just fled to Florida. Anyway, That's a story for like another day.
Okay.
I mean, unless you guys want to go into it, I love talking about it. I love slandering this piece of shit.
No, we want to talk about Kryssie and your band.
Okay, perfect. So, anyway, but yeah, it's like she had Dead Man's Wake with him, and then she had a cover band called Smooth Criminals.
Right.
With our friend Petra and Scotty and her drummer Sean and like some other guy, and like I didn't really know the guitarist, but like it's like because I would like you know just be a satellite, and I would just go there in solidarity.
Right.
But they were like a metal band that covered like pop tunes.
Right.
So
That's
and like it was like strictly like a it was like just like strictly like a money making venture. Like it's like Kryssie had fun with it, and but their singer got carpal tunnel, so like I don't know why Kryssie says that her band, but like maybe she's hoping like they'll get back together, but like I don't know, like they haven't practiced in like 5 months.
Right. Well, you never know. You never know what's going to happen when Big Brother ends.
Right. Yeah, it's true.
Let me ask you this. Speaking about Kryssie, Tess McLean in the chat room wants to know. Hi, Tess. Is Kryssie acting any differently in the Big Brother house than you feel she would be acting in the real world?
Yes. For some reason, Kryssie's really subdued on the show. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's like maybe like she doesn't want to like ruin the stipend or something. But like, it's like Kryssie would have broken all these bitches' noses by now. Like, it's like Kryssie on her psych test said that she was borderline narcissistic and violent.
Oh. Well, that will get you expelled from the Big Brother house, so that's probably why she's not doing that.
Yeah, but like it's like the reason why you see her crying all the time is because she's not fucking out there breaking people's noses and throwing chairs across the room, and like because here's the thing, it's like at our shows it's like we're a punk band. Like, we have people who throw bottles at us, like, and it's all in good fun. Like, like I've had bottles smashed over my head before. Like, I've been kicked in the face. I've had microphones. Like, like I've had bloody noses, bloody ears. Like bloody lips. I can't tell you how many times, and like they still look this fucking good. No, but seriously though, like it's like our shows get incredibly violent. Like, punk bands, mosh pits, all that stuff. Like, it's like. Like we're the real deal, and it's like Kryssie's right there with us in the trenches, and like she holds her own, and it's like we grew up fighting because we had to fight for everything that we have,
right?
And it's like we've always had to defend ourselves, and like it's like like Kryssie's taking a lot of things personally in this show because like we take that we take the same kind of behavior serious in real life because we've been ridiculed for it, we've been jumped for it, like. And like all the plastics, as they call them, or the ball smashers, like they display that same type of behavior. And so like it's like how can you separate like a reality from a game when those people are playing the exact same way?
Well, let's talk about one of those people on the other side of the house.
Sure.
What are your thoughts about Scott? Obviously, Kryssie's kind of nemesis right now in the game.
If anything, I pity Scott. Like, I feel that, like, it's like he hasn't really, like, lived his life to the fullest. Just, like, being like that, just being like that debt collector nerd, like, who lives in his mom's basement. Like, he's kind of funny looking. He looks like fucking, like Stuart Little, like, with, like, clothing that he wears and, like, all that other shit. Like, it's like, I mean, like, I really do, like, feel bad for the guy, but it's like, then again, it's like he kind of puts himself in that position. Like, he makes himself incredibly awkward. Mm-hmm. Like, he's an identity chameleon. And... like the fact that like it's like I think he's playing like a really like sloppy social game, but then again like the guy doesn't know any kind of sociability.
Right. I think yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but it's like I think Kryssie is taking stuff a little personal. Like it's like, but I think like Scott's a cunt. But I mean, it's like I just say that like in solidarity because like because of my singer and my girlfriend. But I mean, it's like if I probably met the guy at the rap party, like it's like I'd probably have like a 15-minute conversation with him in my mind, could change completely. Like I'm one of those people that, like I can talk with somebody and like have like completely change my mind about somebody like in an instant, over something. Like I had a grudge for 3 years with one of my ex-guitarists. All he had to do was come up to me and say sorry. He did that recently, and like it's like now we're like really good friends again. So.
I have a feeling that a lot of the Big Brother people, I don't have a feeling, I see it every season. A lot of the people that can't stand each other always become friends after
Sure.
once they're outside of this, game environment. Then I think it gets better for them.
Yep.
Does Kryssie does Kryssie read rule books a lot in real life? Danielle P330 wants to know in the chat room.
Danielle P. I think she did it more so just to piss off Scott. Like, it's like, Kryssie and I are Italian, and it's like, we're very passionate about a lot of things. And it's like, being from Chicago, we're Chicago Italians, and it's like, we try to underhand fuck people. So,
Right.
like, that's what we do. Like, it's like, let's put it this way. Like, my great-grandfather disassembled the St. Valentine's Day Massacre car.
Right.
Okay? He had it disassembled and shipped into 30 different parts of the country.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's like, we play Mafia. So it's like, like, we go above and beyond what we can do, and we try to fuck people from the inside.
So okay. All right. Oh, I am interested to see how this fucking from the inside is going to go afterward.
I've won court cases like that. I've won, like, arguments like that. So
What?
it's been...
Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens. I think this is going to be a very interesting postseason. Wesley Lester wants to know, what do you think of Justin always shouting you out on the feeds?
I think Justin's great. I think Justin has a personality that's very similar to mine. Like, it's like, I understand the guy completely, and I think that's one of the reasons Kryssie gravitates towards him, is because he has a personality, like we have very similar personalities.
Right.
Justin's very, he's very hyperactive. Like, he'll say, like, he'll wear his heart on his sleeve, and he has diarrhea of the mouth, as do I. But yeah, attention deficit is a real thing, and it's like, if you guys don't believe it, like, you do now, because you met Justin Duncan, you met me, so it's.
They're aware of me. They know all about ADD.
Yeah, but no, I think Justin's a great character. I think he's going to be America's favorite, whether people like him or not. Like, he's going to be, and I don't know. It's like, I personally can't wait to meet him, because it's like, I think we'll get along famously, actually.
I do too. I actually do too. I like all the Misfits. I like all of the Misfits working together. Another, I guess, shady question.
Sure.
From people, or it's not really shady, but what did you think of Kryssie in this last POV competition? I know a lot of people on Twitter didn't like that she quit.
Yeah,
and
like,
hey,
she wants to quit. It's her POV. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's like, I really don't. Like, it's like, but here's the thing. It's like me personally, coming from a rock climbing background.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a very avid rock climber. I've climbed Devil's Doorway. I've done like day trips and stuff like that. So for me to see Kryssie fail at a rock climbing contest, I took it personally that, like, I could have done better to show her better technique, or, like, things like, so, like, it's like I take things personally and very hard. I think Kryssie did a great job, and she did what she could with the knowledge that she was given of rock climbing. Like, it's like, I didn't take her rock climbing. I've never taken her rock climbing, and I wish I did. And it's like, so I kind of feel that, like, that's somewhat my fault for, not equipping her. But, like, I mean, but then again, like, you can't predict these things in Big Brother.
Correct.
The very motto of the game is expect the unexpected. So I can't, but you can't help but to feel like, I wish I could have done more.
100%, but I don't think you should feel guilty for not foreseeing the need to train her in rock climbing before playing Big Brother.
Hobbies and stuff like that,
Yeah. Well, okay, so let me ask you this, because we talked a little bit about Justin, we talked a little bit about Scott. The question I'm seeming to be getting the most for you is, who do you want to see Kryssie go to the end of the game with? Who do you think, if she had to pick one person to kind of be her ride or die, who do you think that should be for her at this point?
Justin is Justin's a fan favorite, but I think Jason is ultimately like Krissie's ride or die. Mm-hmm. So again, it's like, I have to say, in solidarity with Kryssie. It's like somebody that I would like to see personally go to the end with her is Alex. And yeah, it's like I think it would make for great television. Like like them battling it out, like each and every time. I've also been talking to Tegan, Alex's boyfriend. It's like yeah, it's like a Hamster Watch actually met up with us and like actually like introduced us, and we've actually been kind of like helping each other cope with with the seclusion of our girlfriends.
Right.
So it's like even though like they hate each other, like it's like me and Tegan are actually like really good friends now, like because of the show. And like we're like, dude, I'm really sorry on Kryssie's behalf, and like he's like, oh, dude, it's cool. I'm sorry on Alex's behalf.
I love Alex. I think Alex gets a really bad rap. I think people think I don't like Alex because I'm more of a Misfits fan.
Sure. But you're playing a game at home.
Trust me, I'm not. I would like to not play at all. Everyone, I'm not playing, so stop tweeting me. This is the alternate reality. Yeah. No, I agree. Well, I mean, I think that's why tensions are very high this season, because everyone feels very invested because we've been told that we're playing.
Right. Which I think is kind of a bullshit move on CBS's part. I think that I don't think they should have involved America as much as they did, honestly.
Oh, I agree with that. I do not think they should have involved us at all as much as they have involved us. And then if I was throwing out just a random conspiracy theory, I would say, are we involved? Because we never get to see poll results.
I think we're about as involved as much as we are with the presidential elections.
Well, maybe we could conspiracy theory it all over the place.
We had a really nice old grandpa, and we blew it. So.
This is true. This is true. What do you think of Kryssie? Redheaded Michelle in the chat room wants to know.
Redhead love. I'm a bottle, but still.
Oh, well, exactly. What do you think of Kryssie offering to have Jason live with you guys after the season?
I would love Jason. I would love Jason to live with us. I think he'd be hilarious. I think Chicago needs him here. We have a wonderful UK gay named George, who is our manager of Five Paths Entertainment. He will actually be moving here from the UK to work with the band exclusively.
Oh.
And we actually offered him a room in our house because we have this it's funny we have a 4-bedroom house, but we have a bunch of open rooms that we don't use. And we've kind of partitioned them for extra people because we're broke as shit and we need to live with a lot of people. So our rent is $1,700 a month and we only pay $366. If that makes any sense. So
right.
If you do the math, that's a lot of people we're living with. So it's if Jason comes, cheaper rent, great. I think with the diversity that we have in our house, because it's one of our roommates is African American, one of our roommates is Mexican, and she was dating dating an Indian guy, and it's the gay is kind of complete, the progressive circle.
It sounds like you have a sitcom on your hands.
Oh, we absolutely do. And everybody is funny as shit in our house. It's no pants galore, drunken Mario Kart. And we live next to a Trump supporter, which is really funny. She's so sweet though, but I just find it really ironic and funny that, that we live next to this Trump supporter and we have one of the most diverse houses on the block. So
You're gonna have to, after this show, unless you want to say it publicly, you're gonna have to tell me what your Wii handle is so that we can play Mario Kart together. I'm not gonna say mine publicly on the show.
Actually don't have a public handle. Maybe Kryssie does, but we can't ask her until she's off the show. So.
Well, that is ridiculous. And now I want to play Mario Kart with Kryssie. McCrae plays Mario Kart with us. We have a big brother network of Mario Karting people.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Giselle wants to know in the chat room, when you and Kryssie argue, which one of you generally wins?
Kryssie.
Oh, really?
Kryssie.
It's probably a smart move.
I know my place.
How often, Shelly T in the chat room wants to know, how often are you watching the feeds?
To a sickening degree. I fall asleep with the laptop on my chest. It's like I said, it's Kryssie and I have a disgusting codependency. It's my life has like devolved into just watching feeds. I can't stop. Like, it's like Kryssie thinks that like I'm at work a lot. She actually just said this recently. She I think about maybe like, and just to show you how much of a freak I am, I think it was 1:40. No, I'm sorry, 3:40 p.m. Or no, 1:40 p.m. she said, yeah, Mike's at work, but it's like I think he casually tunes in and like I'm wondering what he's doing right now. Yeah. Like, I'm watching you, bitch. Like, it's like I'm watching you from work. Like, when I come home, like, from my phone, and I plug into my computer, and then I go and I sit in my room. It's like I watch you say some shit. I wipe my chest off. I fall asleep with you on my lap. So like that's like that's been my life like the past like month now.
Do you wish that she would talk to you more, like on the feeds, or do you like when she doesn't talk to you?
It's like I really like the connection, like that. That like she does always talk about me. It's like and that I am in her thoughts. Like it's like I just that's why like her winning HOH was so important to me. Like I don't care that she's up in that room. Like and honestly, it's like she didn't even want the position. All she wanted was that letter. And like CBS chopped my letter.
Well, they know that I know. We know they have to, because
I know.
They're always afraid that code could be in it or something, so they always have to kind of chop it up, and I think everyone knows they don't give it. But someday Sunny in the chat room and a lot of other people are saying that your letter to her was adorable and they loved it.
And granted, that was only like maybe like about 60% of the letter.
I'm pretty sure you could probably tweet it out if you wanted to. I mean, I actually
have it posted on my Facebook.
Oh, there you go.
If anybody wants to see it, just Mike Skull. That's me. Like, look for this ugly mug, and I'm holding this vase.
If you want us to, we will put the social media links to your Facebook and Evil Engine Twitter and everything below this video for the edited version after. But we'll tell people where they can find that.
Unfortunately, like it's like I'm like at the 5,000 friends cap. So anybody who does try to add me, like, please be patient. Like, and please be patient with Kryssie too, because it's like we have a lot of ghost accounts that we're trying to get rid of, so we can make room for like more people. Because it's like I do want to talk to people. Like, I want to personally connect with like BB fans, and I want to personally connect with like people who do support Kryssie. Like, because you guys have no idea how much you mean to me.
Right.
Like, you guys have no idea how much more you mean to Kryssie. So.
I like this question from Blonde Shell in the chat room. Wants to know, would now, watching Kryssie play the game, knowing what you know now, would you ever want to play Big Brother?
I would get kicked off Big Brother. So it's like it's probably in CBS's best interest not to put me on the show.
Okay. What about no?
I mean, here's the thing. Like I gotta go into this one. Like, hang on one second.
Okay. You never know what we're gonna expect. This is exciting.
So, because I actually like had a meltdown when Kryssie first started crying on the and like because it's like like a lot of people don't know this, but like it's like it's like Kryssie does have like like psychological and emotional problems. Like it's like she has like very high anxiety. Mm-hmm. She's had depression, like very severe depression. She's dealt with like suicidal tendencies in the past, and like the fact that that like CBS is like exploiting this is disgusting to me. So and like the fact that like somehow that flew under the radar is like beyond me. So like I've actually like threatened production that I was going to scale the backyard wall and break her out of there. But the thing is though is that I mean it. Like, it's like I Google Earth like the big the Big Brother house, guys. If you want to get in, it's right next to the LA River. There is a pipe on the side that runs up. You have to jump 2 fences and dive behind a bush. Security comes around every 9 minutes, so like it's like within that 9-minute window, like you have to scale the pipe, go up on the catwalk, and jump into the backyard.
And we don't condone that at all here at Reality Recap.
Of course not. I'm not telling you to do it, but I would. And it's like, if it does get bad enough, I absolutely will.
Do you really think Kryssie would want you to do that, though?
I think she'd be happy to see me, but like then I'd be going out in cuffs, and then like she'd probably have to use her stipend to bail me out.
Right, so you don't want to do that.
Yeah, so I was talked down from my tree fort, a couple times for this. So
okay, yeah.
But I planned it out. I'm like, okay, gas cost me $500 in a Chevy Astro. I'm gonna go out there. Like, I got friends who will like let me stay there. So like it's like
Giselle in the chat room says you don't want to be the knight in handcuff armor.
That's true. The knight in shiny cuffs.
The knight in shiny cuffs, and then have to spend all our money in bailing you out. I think Kryssie is handling herself amazingly in that game. I really thought last night, when she kind of found out that the plastics did blindside them, I really thought the most explosion and the most fireworks were going to come out of Kryssie, when in fact she was the one who was the most level-headed, and I think she handled that situation better than anybody else on the Misfit side last night.
Absolutely.
I was very impressed with her game last night.
Kryssie doesn't want to give, Kryssie knows feeders, and she doesn't know BB feeders, and she has no idea what people are saying about her right now. But she does know that there is an anti-Kryssie public, and she doesn't want to feed into it.
Right. Well,
plain and simple. It's that's what she does. Whenever me, I'm the first person to call someone a cunt to their face. Whereas Kryssie likes to white glove slap people.
Right.
I just like to outwardly offend people.
Right.
There was some woman that called Kryssie out on on our band page. They're like, yeah, nice Photoshop on Kryssie's fat ass, whatever. I'm like, you're a cunt that fell out of some cunt's cunt. And I hope that your kid catches Ebola. I brought her kid into the mix and everything else, and I'm the only reason why you're not showing your face is because you're some 400-pound fat piece of shit that's tied to a rascal scooter. So fuck you. I'm that kind of person. If you want to dish it, I'll fucking bring it. But Kryssie likes to underhand people, and it's you see a lot of it on the show. You see a lot of really subtle sarcasm and stuff like that on the show from Kryssie. When she was getting death threats from Ed DeBevics with her viral video, it's we got maybe 200 to 300 death threats a day. Bitch, I'll slit your throat if you ever treat me like that. And her response was always she had this copied and pasted, but it was always so your solution to coming into a theme restaurant and having a waitress do her job as a grown man is to slit her throat.
Yeah.
Who raised you? It's that was that it's and that's the kind of that's the kind of backhand white glove slap that Kryssie likes to give people. And of course it's she has a very quick wit, very sharp sense of humor. It's honestly it's a lot of the viewers it's I find that Misfit supporters are pound for pound far more intelligent than plastic supporters, and it's I say that, I don't take that back. A lot of alternative cultured people and a lot of subcultural people who are involved in the subcultures are misfitted for a reason, because it's people don't understand their critical thinking or their intelligence a lot, and it's some of our greatest minds have, say for example, one of me and Kryssie's favorite bands, Bad Religion, their singer Greg Graffin, he's a bona fide punk rocker. However, he has a double doctorate in geology and anthropology. He graduated magna cum laude from Cornell University, and he teaches at UCLA in his spare time.
This does not surprise me. I mean, I will say that this probably won't surprise you. I'm not big into punk music. I do appreciate all music, but not so much punk music. However, I used to work for MTV.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
I got to meet people like Janet Jackson, Madonna, very pop star people that everybody would love. And I got to meet people like Marilyn Manson and Megadeth and those people. And who do you think were the most educated, nicest, smartest, down-to-earth, intelligent people that I met?
Oh, absolutely, hands down, all the alternatives.
Exactly.
Because you know why? Because it's like because they had to fight for everything that they had that they earned.
I agree.
And it's like whereas like pretty people are gifted things, like whereas like people like myself, like who are off the beaten path,
Mm-hmm.
as is Kryssie. Like she's like fully sleeved and tattooed. It's like she's not your like size 0 supermodel. It's like and yes, she does weightlift, fans, but she doesn't have any equipment there that she can use. So, but I just wanted to put that to rest. However, it's like people like me and her. It's like we had to fight for everything that we had, and it's and like the reason why we chose the path that we did is because people never understood us from the get go. And
why can't she use any of the equipment that's there for people that are going to say, why can't she use it? Why can't she use this? I don't know about weightlifting.
A lot of that equipment is built for CrossFit.
Oh, okay.
And like what she does is like she needs like a straight like Olympic size barbell. She needs like again like an inverted weight bench. Like she needs a deadlift platform because like Kryssie's pulling like almost 300 pounds in a deadlift. Like it's like if she does that on AstroTurf, she'll sink into the grass. Like she can't.
Got you.
There's just no way. So it's like like minus like all the deadlift platforms and all the other professional deadlifting equipment like the squat racks and things like that that Big Brother didn't provide. It's like she's stuck using CrossFit equipment and exercise bicycles, which like she doesn't use exercise bicycles. She uses ellipticals and like other things like that for cardio. So
got you. Real A-Lan in the chat room
sure
wants to know which house guest grates on your nerves the most.
I want to say Shelby.
Really?
I think Shelby's an absolute bitch.
Oh.
I think she is. It's like it's like Kryssie's a fantastic bitch. I think Shelby's just a bitter bitch. It's like I really hope that like she's not like the fucking old like wrinkly ball sack dick sucking bitch that like she thinks she is.
In the bungalow?
Or like that like she's making herself out to be because it's like she's really portraying herself as that. It's just like this like absolute whore. And I think that it's like I would never want her as my lawyer. Not it's like not just the fact that like she couldn't even barter with Kryssie, but like the fact that like she has that like she now has like this like old like money bagging like baggage following her now.
I have to say I haven't heard these bungalow conversations, but I hear about them.
Shelby is a fucking scab. Like just to blatantly,
So do you think that's the way she would be outside the house though? Like here's kind of how I feel. I feel like I don't ever judge anybody for how they play Big Brother. I think how they're playing Big Brother is how they're playing a game, and outside of the house is a completely different real life scenario.
And that's the exact thing too, is that like that place is a pressure cooker.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's designed specifically to piss people off and to start drama and to start conversations and things like that and paranoia. And it's like the way that she's portraying herself, like it's like that's the side of America that I absolutely hate. And it's like, however, it's like, again, me being me, she could completely turn that around on a dime. It's like if she like it's like if I met her in person, met her at the rap party, and it's like if she said, hey, you know what, like it's like that was all game talk, I was in the heat of the moment and blah blah blah, I'd be like, all right, cool, like it's like that's like fantastic, like let's move forward and let's be friends. But as it stands right now, is if that's the real person that she is, as with Scott, like if they were on fire, I would put Jiffy Pop like share with the firemen who were trying to put her out. So
I think Scott is 100% socially awkward, but that's
why I pity him.
But I also think he thinks he's playing a game, and I have a feeling that the Scott that we see in the house is not a Scott that would be outside the house. I hope. He
is a debt collector, so it's like he's a professional piece of shit. So like it's like why like.
Yeah, that's a hard one. That's a hard one to defend. An easier one is, I will say, going back to what you said before, I also think there are a lot of plastic fans that are amazing on Twitter. I think, and it goes on both sides, I think the people that complain the most or are the rudest or whatever are always like the loudest voices, and it always makes us in a way feel like, oh, that's representing the majority. But I don't think that a lot of I think there's a lot of good on both sides, like good with the plastics people and good with the
and it's like what I've learned too is that like this house is divided strictly because, and like it's like you know, I am running Kryssie's Twitter handle, I am running her Instagram right now, I'm running her Facebook until she gets back. If anybody did have any questions whether that was her or not, it at Kryssie Crisis on Twitter is absolutely her.
Right.
I am running her page at the moment. What was I gonna say? I recently posted something by the band Exploited, saying that like this is a song that sums up what's going on in the house perfectly, and the song is called Class Wars. And it's it couldn't be more true. It's like we have 4 people who come from like completely affluent backgrounds versus four or five people who have had to fight for everything that they've earned. You know, like who came from like these like busted homes and broken homes and like, you know, ghettos and backgrounds that, you know, that have been again off the beaten path. And you know, it's like Kryssie and I socially have been shit on our entire lives, you know, for just being ourselves.
Right.
And you know, it's like we've learned to have a sense of humor. We've learned to laugh at ourselves about it. But you know, people take it incredibly personally when I remember seeing something on Twitter about Kryssie, like, you know, like having a meltdown that like, you know, that like Shelby threw away like 3/4 of a sandwich because she wanted to cut it into a heart shape. Like, yeah, it's like, you know, like there's been weeks where like, you know, Kryssie and I had to live on a jar of olives because like we didn't have anything else in the house, you know, and it was like, okay, like it's like either that or like, you know, like we have to sell our music equipment, and it's like that's like we can't do that. So
believe me, I hear you. I hear you. I've been there and worked at a restaurant, which is why I would always take food out of the walk-in fridge.
I mean, like it's like here's the thing. It's like by comparison, it's like the poverty threshold in like it's like I'm gonna get real for a second. Like in Illinois, the poverty threshold is $15,000. Okay, like I am under that by $4,000. So like it's like I personally make $11,000 a year. Okay, wow. So that means that like I make a little under $500 a month, and I try to support a house on that. Like it's like, you know, like it's like that's why I said it's like, you know, like my my rent goes, you know, like it's like a majority of my month's rent goes to, or like a majority of my month's income goes to rent. Right. You know, and you know, it's like you know, Kryssie like, you know, has been absolutely supportive because it's like she makes a little bit more money than I do, but like, you know, it's like yeah, it's like me personally, I'm on food stamps. It's like I get, you know, I have government assistance and stuff like that because like the job market is just not here right now, and you know, it's like I've been working with temp agencies, like all you can get is part time, and you know, like the minimum wage is not up. You know, minimum wage here is like $8.50 an hour, and you know, I'm a forklift operator, so you know, like I'm making like 10 something an hour, and you know, but it's like then again, people only want to give you 15, 20 hours a week. Right. You can't do shit with it.
This is the reason you're not allowed to scale the backyard wall, because you need Kryssie to come out and then promote the band, and then you guys...
great television.
It's gonna make for great television. All right, I cannot believe that we're almost starting to get to the end of our show, and I have a lot more questions for you. So I'm gonna try and like start firing these off at you. Let me go with this one from Dancing Amy that wants to know, Kryssie just had a rough HOH week. If you could give any message to her right now, what would it be?
Come home. I miss you. Like
No. Did you not just hear what you just said? You need her to stay in. It's only 4 more weeks.
I don't know, man. Like it's like honestly, it's like I'm like.
Okay, I got it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Kryssie's gonna win HOH again. I have this feeling. I'm gonna need you to make a shirt with your band name on it. But you need to be, like, clever. You need to make it one of those, like, CNI shirts where if your eye blurs a little bit, then it goes in focus. Because if it's, like, the direct band name, they're not going to let it past.
Yeah.
So you need a, like, shirt, and then you need to, like, put it in the basket or whatever you can send to her. And then she can start walking around promoting
I actually sent her a gigantic 3x5, like, black and white American flag with our band logo on it.
Well, I doubt
And
that
we had all of our band members sign it. I actually, and like they didn't actually use it because I wrote my message in a penis.
Well, yeah.
Like it's like they did everything they could to try to bleach it out, and they said that like it that like broadcast coloring would still like allow it to be seen, so they couldn't use it. So that's why she's wearing those bandanas, and that's why like she's got all those like little funky things that I didn't make her.
I love it. I love it. I like finding out the behind the scenes stuff. Brethany wants to know, what did you think of Cracklegate and Kryssie's reaction to it?
I thought it was hilarious.
I think it's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I think it's petty as shit, and it's funny. It's it's like you do what you can to keep yourself amused. I mean, like it's like look at Justin. Like it's like I would be 10 times worse. You know, like it's like I commend him and Kryssie both for holding their composure. Actually, him, Jason, and Kryssie for holding their composure. Like they're all like very big personalities, and like it's like it's like they like I couldn't handle being in that situation. So
I don't know that I would. I don't know that I could either. What did you think of Paul hosting Kryssie's HOH com? She kind of talked to him a little bit about Evil Engine and was telling her. What do you think of Paul?
It's like at first glance, it's like because like me and Kryssie had to watch seasons 11 and 12. So it's like we would always bypass season 8, like 18, like in the like in the previews and stuff. And every time I saw his like his freeze frame or whatever, I was always like I hate that guy. I don't know why, but I hate him. There's like something about him. But it's like he actually flipped his script, or like he flipped my script, and like he actually turned out to be like a really funny, like genuine guy. And it's like it's like I'm glad I had that opportunity, because it's like like I would have it's like I would have had that opinion, and it would have been a very poor opinion of somebody who actually like is like a really fantastic character. So
I think Kryssie and Paul will get along amazingly when the season is over as well. Mama Twins wants to know, who would you like to see Kryssie target if she won HOH next week?
Oh, you know what? Like, it's like, as much as I like Tegan, like, it's like, I would like to see Alex up on the block. Alex needs to sweat. Like, she absolutely needs to sweat. Because it's like, I think that, like, she's running, like, a little bit of a cocky game. But then again, like, I don't think she should go home yet. Like, I don't think Alex should go home yet. Like, I think Scott needs to peace out. I think Shelby needs to get the fuck out of there because she's annoying as fuck. But, it's like, I think Kryssie, Alex, and Jason particularly need to really battle it out.
I think a lot of people want to see that. JBFan88 wants to know, what is something about Kryssie that would shock us? Does she have any strange hobbies or anything?
Kryssie is definitely afraid of heights. She is definitely afraid of like my old motorcycle.
Of your old motorcycle?
Yeah.
Now,
I actually used to deal Ducati and stuff like that, and I was making quite a bit of money.
Oh.
And then the 2010 economy hit, and then now I'm making $11,000 a year. So
interesting. We also have to talk about, because people will kill me if we don't bring this up. What's with you guys? Like feet?
Fuck yeah, dude! Feet rock. We're Italians, man. It's like any Italian that doesn't have a foot fetish is fucking lying. Like
Italian, no foot fetish.
No, you're lying to yourself.
I would say I've always wanted to be with a person with a foot fetish, because then I think I would get foot rubs all the time. But I'm not attracted to a foot. Here's
the thing about this in particular. Like it's like, it's like either like you love your own or you love others. Like, and it's like me and Kryssie. Like it's like, Kryssie has like like really really fantastic footstagram feet. And it's like me being who I am. It's like like I'll put them anywhere on and around my body, and like Kryssie really enjoys being worshipped. So That's something that, like, it's like, again, it's like, that's something that, like, we, like, both embrace. It's like we go to fetish parties all the time. Like, it's like, like, I used to be very weird about it as a kid, but it's like, as I got older, I just stopped giving a shit, because, like, you just kind of do these things as you grow older, like, and you stop caring about people's opinions.
Oh,
And,
exactly.
it's like, people will find it weird, but you know what? Like, it's like, those are the same kind of people. It's like anybody who denounces a foot fetish, or like any kind of fetish in general. Um, I like some of the fetish parties that I've worked at the door. I've seen doctors and lawyers come in an Armani suit, crawl out with like shitty diapers,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, like have like infantility fetishes. So
Oh, I have no problem with fetishes. I mean, I can't get on board with the foot fetish. I'm all for you having a foot fetish. I can't get on board with it. There's actually someone in our chat room
excellent.
who has a fetish about giraffes and eating pizza. I don't even
That's
understand
amazing.
it.
That's one I haven't heard yet, but it's like, if
Well,
it's a fetish.
oh, believe me,
Uh,
that person I really don't know if I can endorse. But no, we all love a fetish.
more power to them. Like, it's like, I
Right.
completely embrace it. Like, it's like me and Kryssie, we're involved in foot fetishism. We're involved in the giantess fetish, and it's like, we embrace it all, because like, we have friends who are into it too, and it's like, so.
Okay, I saw somebody say that in the chat room. Now, I don't want to assume that I know what it is. What is the giant one? What is the giant?
The giantess fetish.
Yes.
All right, so think about it this way.
Oh,
Like,
I'm
it's
ready.
like you are looking at a fetish that is completely absorbed in like ultimate feminism.
Okay.
Okay, like you have it. It's like, it could be anything from, like the Amazonian women on Futurama, Death by Snoo Snoo, or it
Oh,
could be
right.
Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. It is called macrophilia and microphilia. Macrophilia is the
Got it.
people who like being, I guess, commandeered or captured, or or like played with by giant people. Microphilia are the people who love being giant. Kryssie in this case is a microphiliac. Like, I am a macrophiliac. So
Got
like,
it.
it's like me. So me and Kryssie go together like bread and butter. Like, it's like I really I completely embrace feminism. I'm absolute about it. Like, and so like, it's like, if Kryssie was a 200-foot towering giantess goddess, like completely like destroying a city, like I'd be probably jerking off on her feet.
There you go. That's true. I get it. I totally get it now. I totally get it. We have to figure out a way to get cameras in that house. I've now decided that you really have a good setup happening over there. I am more
And
interested in
here's
this.
the thing too about the giantess fetish too. It's like having a foot fetish. Everything is completely,
Right.
like macro scale now. So like, it's like who as a foot fetishist wouldn't want to sit between like a beautiful pair of toes, or like, climb like a gigantic wrinkly sole.
A wrinkly soul.
Yeah. It's like that's like that like it's like that's one of the reasons Kryssie is like so popular like in the chats, is because it's like she has these like really like gorgeous like like wrinkly soles. It's the only place that's like really like accepted on the body for wrinkles. Like, honestly, like
Okay.
that and nutsack, I think. But
I thought you meant like a wrinkly soul, like the
oh
spirit
no,
inside of
that's me.
her. Got it. Foot. We're back on foot. Got it.
Yeah.
My brain went somewhere else, but I like it. I'm gonna start calling Twitter trolls wrinkly souls. I like it. Janice B, I kind of feel like we asked you this. Wants to know: is it hard for you to watch Kryssie on the feeds?
It
Seems like it is.
every single second, every single second. Like, again, it's like we have like a disgusting codependency, and it's like I can't stand being away from her. Sequester nearly put me in outpatient like psychiatric care.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like I'm not doing good. It's like, I'll be straight up with that. Like, it's like I'm not like I'm not in a good headspace, and I won't be until she gets home. It's like So yeah, it has been incredibly difficult for me watching the feeds. Like especially like whenever she struggles, or it's like whenever she like starts breaking down. I've always been her coping mechanism, and it's like for me to not be there, or for her to not have music in her life, is crippling. So
Yeah, that is almost one of the reasons I don't know that I could ever play Big Brother to
yeah.
not have music accessible to me. What do you think of the rumor? T Bots wants to know. What do you think of the rumor that Kryssie might end up being America's nom this week? Do you
Hey,
think that she could be, or do you think nope, she got this?
honestly, I do. And I'm gonna be honest because it's like that's all that I can be. She's been whining a lot. She's been complaining a lot. It's like she's justified with with like whining about whatever the fuck she wants. It's like it's like that's her airtime. However, like I don't think a lot of feeders are gonna appreciate that. It's just like from what I've been seeing. Like it's like would I like her to stay in the game? You know, like I would love to see Kryssie win and like defy all the odds and like be the underdog. That like finally won. That's not a size zero supermodel. Or like I would love to see her beat out Scott and Shelby and like all the plastics. But like if she comes home, it's a warm welcome. I think that like she did a fantastic job, and I think that like her even stepping foot onto that set, being like her incredible separation, anxiety, like her fear of heights and moving vehicles and everything else, and her social anxiety and everything else, and like her depression. I think that like she's overcome a lot of odds, and it's like if she went home next week, it's like I would have congratulated her for doing a fantastic job. It's like do I want to see her win? Yeah, because it's like more than anything, it's like I want to see her really stick it to a bunch of shitheads that that like have ever talked down about her or have ever both in the house and on the feeds. So
Right. I mean, well, first, I want to say this. There are hundreds and hundreds of people that are live right now in the chat room. I see people like Screezy, Maximus Mom, Blonde Shell. There's a lot of people, but I'm going to take it from Seattle Jen, who's saying it most recently, says, you need to know that Kryssie has a huge amount of supporters out there. So don't ever let the people that are not fans or some of the detractors take away from the fact that there still are tons of people that love her, and an extension of her support you too as part of her outside of the game.
Yeah, and like it's like that's incredibly touching, and like like the fact that like it's like Kryssie does have like an overwhelming amount of support is amazing. Like it's like I had somebody actually recently tell me that that like it's like Kryssie inspired her to like go to like to like go back to the gym and to like and like it's like not because it's like Kryssie gained like like 20 or 30 pounds on the show. It's like it's because it's like she heard her story about about like her lifting and stuff, and being in a band, and just all the girl power going on, like, behind Kryssie's story. And, like that inspired her to go out and, like make a difference in her own life. And it's like, like me and Kryssie and the rest of our band, Evil Engine, we try to do that, like with our music every day. So it's like to see that going into it, or to see that dipping into a demographic that we never would have touched on otherwise, like is incredible. And like, I would love to, inspire as many people as I can, because it's like I'm about getting out there and supporting others.
Right.
And it's like it's like people who support us. It's like we try to support them as much as possible. So it's like it's like we try to be approachable, and it's like anybody who's like who supports Kryssie right now that is watching this, give our band page a like. It's like show her how much you like her, because that's what really matters in her life is her music. And it's like go like Evil Engine on Facebook, go like Evil Engine on on like Reverb Nation, go visit evilengineofficial.com. Come out to our shows and it's like meet us, because we want to meet you.
Right.
So
and we're going to put all of that information below this show. I'm sure Kryssie's going to come on here when the season is over and talk to her fans. I'm even thinking, with how great this show went, we're clearly going to have you back on again to talk more Big Brother. But I need you to weigh in on some or two, or I guess the three hot topics right now for this week. I think America's Care Package voting is still open.
Right.
So who are you voting for America's Care Package?
I actually voted for Danielle, but it's like at this but at this point it's like I think like the strategic move would to be like, you know, like follow the polls and see who. No, never. No.
Here's the thing. No poll has been consistently correct this whole time. None of them have been.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people manipulate the polls because they're trying to like trick people into thinking polls are more popular. I've heard the argument that people want to like vote Jason because that's where the majority is going. I'm not signing on for that one because I think we can only base on what we know right now. And what we know right now is Danielle, Kryssie, and Jason would all be safe this week and most likely would all be safe next week if Danielle got this care package.
I think so too, because it's like that puts the power back in the hands of the HOH and
Correct.
Hands of America, which I think has far too much power in this game. 100%. Like America is absolutely destroying this game.
But, well, and then I go back to my original conspiracy theory where I say, I'm not even sure what we're voting on matters. Because then again, why wouldn't you show us the results?
Yeah, right.
But whatever. Who are you going to vote for have-nots for this week? Who are your three choices going to be for have-nots?
Well, for me, it's like I have to support my girlfriend's alliance. So, like, obviously it's like the Jamboree is out. So I think, it's like, I would say, it's like, let's see, who is eligible this week?
Here you go. I'll give you your cheat sheet.
Sure.
Here's your cheat sheet of faces. So who is eligible this week? Well, it can only not be Jason,
Neely, or
no, was it Whitney this week?
Was it Whitney?
Oh my god, why don't I remember?
I think it was Alex, wasn't it?
Alex. Right, Alex. Wow.
It was Scott.
Wait. Yeah. Oh, yes, that's right. Scott was on it again. See, it is so last week. I don't even remember it. It was Scott, Jason, and whoever the hell else we just said now. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Who are you voting for this week? You can basically vote for Morgan, Whitney, or Alex this week.
Yeah. I'm thinking, because I don't think Shelby was on Slop last week. It's like, let's put that bitch on Slop. Let's put her on Slop. Like, she's on her period. It's going to be a brutal combination. It's like she talks a lot of shit. Like, we'll dish it a little bit. Like, let's put the sisters on Slop.
No Whitney?
No Whitney. I like Whitney. I think she's like the only pure person on that side of the house.
Whitney is conning everybody. Everybody. Whitney is Teflon to you people. Whatever pheromone she is excreting, people need to bottle that shit, sell it, and give it to people in the Big Brother house. I don't know how she is under everybody's radar.
For some reason, I just like her. Like, it's like maybe it's got like Southern charm, like maybe because she talks slow. I don't know.
Yes. No, I love her. I love her. Whitney. I love her. I love Alex. Morgan, I could take or leave.
You know what I think it is more than anything? It's like I think I saw Whitney cry.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like her tears like hurt me as much as they hurt Kryssie. Or like as much as Chrissy's tears hurt me. And,
okay.
It's like she's a very convincing like sad crier, whereas it's like anybody else that I've seen cried on the show kind of cries out of frustration.
All right, so then let me ask you this, because this is something that has frustrated me, that Kryssie, who I think is such a logical person and who can see right through people's bullshit, was it not frustrating to you when Whitney was having that conversation with her going, well, you can put me on the block because I don't want to be in a position where I have to lie to you, where what Whitney was saying to Kryssie was, I'm not going to honor my promise to you, so you should probably put me on the block. And it doesn't, or maybe I just can't read Kryssie well enough.
Here's the thing.
Is she buying that?
Honestly, Chrissy's not made for this game.
Oh.
And it's like, and the fact that like it's like Kryssie is an unapologetically honest person. Like, and like
Mm-hmm.
it's like she will like it's like she's one of those people who are like, does the dress make me look fat? No, your fat makes you look fat type people. So
Right.
it's like it's like she expects to be brutally honest with people and upfront with people, and it's like that's not what this game is about, and I don't think that she was prepared for it. Honestly, it's like it's like before Kryssie was cast for the show, like it's like like it's like like, and this is going to be like a very unpopular opinion, but it's like we never heard of Big Brother because we never had a television.
Right.
Like we got a television, I think like last year, and like we don't even have cable, so it's like for us to see and anything that's on, like I knew about Survivor because my mom watches Survivor and like The Bachelor and stuff, but like it's like I didn't know any other reality shows that were going on at the time. So like when they contacted her for the show, wait, can I say that?
Go ahead. We'll
Okay,
say we
like
might have to edit it out, but go ahead.
sure, she was found. But the um but yeah, it's like after she was contacted about her viral video,
Right.
I think I can say that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So after she was contacted about her viral video, she she was recommended to watch a couple shows,
Yeah.
like just to get a feel for the game. So like it's like that's all she knew was season 11 and season 12. It's like we didn't know about America's Care Package. I didn't know about any of this stuff because that's the allotted amount of time that we had to watch it before she was auditioned.
I mean, she's done she's almost at the halfway point. So for someone who, wasn't familiar with Big Brother before, she
Sure.
really is doing amazing at the game. And you probably don't know, but if you get bored on Twitter, you should watch a little bit of Big Brother 16 because I want to put Kryssie and Christine Brutch together. I have a feeling her and Kryssie are going to be great friends outside of this game. I just think they have very similar personalities. And yes, a Dancing Amy is also saying in the chat room that Kryssie, for someone who wasn't necessarily very familiar with the game, she is like on the pulse of this game. She has great reads on everybody.
Oh yeah.
She is correct in what she thinks people are going to do and what their next move is going to be.
Yeah.
So she, maybe emotionally, or because I don't even want to say emotionally, because I think she is kind of emotionally able to handle this game, but she's great in this game is what I'm saying.
Krissie's been playing incredibly emotionally, and it's been surprising even me because it's like it's like Kryssie goes into stuff like really logically, and it's like I just don't think that like she's like really like acting herself on the show. I think that maybe the show expects Cherry and they got Kryssie instead.
Well, good for them because Kryssie is good. Kryssie is definitely good on this show. Well, this sucks because, first of all, again, chat room loves you. We're going to need to have you come back and talk more Big Brother again because we have to wrap this show up. But tell me again, let's start with Facebook. Where can people follow you, follow the band, follow Kryssie on Facebook?
Sure. I wanted to say just one thing really quick.
Oh, go ahead.
It's like, like even though Shelby's a public defender, Kryssie is a prosecutor, like a veteran prosecutor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like she's not a, she's not like, but I mean, like, it's like she's interrogated me, you know what I mean? Like, it's
right.
Like, it's like she has an absolute bullshit filter. So it's like for her to be playing, or like for her to be lied to by the house is like, I think that like she's playing a little bit more emotionally, but I was just gonna put that out there that like it's like that like it's like that Shelby's supposed to be this lawyer, but she's at very best a public defender, whereas like Kryssie has like this like like intuition of like a police interrogator.
Technically, I think all Shelby did was take the bar, and we don't know if she's passed yet, so I don't even know that she's technically a lawyer yet.
Take the bar or blow the bar?
Maybe both. But I have said when she couldn't win the argument of why she sat on the orange couch earlier this season, like that was one of the easiest arguments to win. She couldn't even win over people with why I sat on the orange couch. So I'm just saying. Maybe she does say in her DRs though that she's playing dumb on purpose. So I'm gonna.
I mean, that's a great cover up.
I'm gonna wait until she gets out of the house. See, because, and I've also said this. Well, I've also said this. I think Shelby is very much Jason. Like, I think the reason they don't get along in this game is because they're very similar. I think outside the game, Jason and Shelby will be best friends. Probably. I think it's just the environment where they're competing for that money to change their lives. That
it's like Jason and Shelby are both catty bitches, except like Jason's better at it, and he's entertaining, whereas Shelby's just annoying.
And I'll admit it.
Yeah,
and I'll admit it.
And that's why Jason needs to live in our basement. So
and I'm gonna. Hey, I apparently get out to Chicago often, so I might have to come over and I might have to come over and film it.
There's a pizza with your name on it, so.
Okay. Where can people find you guys on Twitter? Let's start there.
All right, let's do that. It's at Evil Engine. Evil Engine is underscored.
Okay.
So Evil_Engine.
Right.
Facebook is facebook.com/Evil Engine.
Okay.
It's either Evil Engine or Evil Engine Official. I don't remember.
Okay. I'll put the links below. So the people that are watching on our website, the links will be below this video. What about, you just said Twitter? Yeah,
Twitter is at Evil_Engine. Like, it's like, I've pretty much hijacked our, I pretty much hijacked our Twitter for Big Brother at the moment.
That's fine.
But, yeah, it's like I will be making more announcements and stuff about the EP and things like that, and like more band related stuff soon. We actually just had Jamie, our guitarist, actually record the solos today, so production should be done in like a week. But Instagram, you can find us on Instagram. We are Evil Engine Official.
Okay.
We are on SoundCloud, I think as like Evil Engine _1, I believe, because like there's a couple Evil Engines on SoundCloud, but like we're the only Evil Engine.
Okay.
Like there's the Evil Engines, there's Evil Engineer, there's like the Evil Engineer.
Right.
We're Evil Engine.
We'll make sure the links are correct below for the people that are watching on our website.
Sure. And then we have, what else we got? We got a Reverb Nation, reverbnation.com/Evil Engine. Bandcamp, we actually have a bunch of free downloads that will be that are available right now as demos.
Okay.
We will be streaming the EP live within a couple weeks.
Good. Well, then we're going to have to retweet that, and maybe we'll definitely have to have you come back for that so you can kind of promote it and like let everybody know when that's happening too.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like anybody who does support Kryssie, like it's like she would greatly appreciate it to show your support by supporting the thing that she loves most, which is Evil Engine, her band. So like, well, if you love Kryssie, even if you don't like the music, just go give us a like on Facebook. She'll appreciate it.
She will very much appreciate it, and I know that people will go out and do that. Conquer Thyroid Issues in the chat room saying hello to you too, Mike, who was the one who told me you need to go get Mike. So I definitely appreciate that. Hi, Conquer Thyroid Issues. Well, everybody, we're going to be back. For anybody that missed anything in the beginning of the show, or you now had a few little hiccups when we were live during this show, I will have this show edited. Actually, it's not going to be edited. It's just going to be widescreen, and it's not going to have the audio issues in it. So you can watch this show back later in a little while, and we will see you guys all soon. I'll be going live again in a little while tonight. Mike, thank you so much for stopping by and seeing everybody. We cannot wait to keep interacting with you more on Twitter.
Eric, thank you so much for having me, man. It's been a blast. Like I love doing no hold barred interviews. So.
Well, we loved having you here. You don't need to go anywhere. You just need to do this. Just say bye to everybody with me so that we can end the show for the chat room. Bye, everybody. Oh, or dip out. That's fine. Bye, guys.
Hey, just kidding. I love you.